Greetings fellow 50p collectors, CoinSnatcher here, and an update tonight on the Isle of Man Christmas 50p. So this 50p collection starts way back in 1980, up in the top left hand corner of this tray, and it concludes on the second tray down in the bottom left, bottom right hand corner with a 2016 Christmas 50p. These coins are all struck by the Pubjoy Mint, and if you collect every single year then you should have around 36 different coins. However, you'll see that these trays each hold 35 coins, so we've got considerably more than one for each year. And the reason for this is that these coins all have little die marks on them. For instance, the die mark on this one is just behind the man standing at the back of the carriage, and it's an AA die mark, and then you have an AB die mark, AD die mark, AE. This one is a BB die mark, and then you have the silver proofs as well. So on this particular run for 1980, you would have 7 different coins. There's also another one here which makes 8, and then there is the mule coin which makes 9, and then there's also a DF coin which is a non-mule coin which brings it up to 10. So in one different year you can have 10 different coins, all the same design, it's just the little die marks that are different. So I've got a full set here. Every year is represented, and some of the years I have several of the different die marks, and as they become available on eBay, if we have the funds, then quite happy to purchase it and add it into the collection. So the first coin that I'm going to put into the collection tonight, or not, is this one here. So this is a Manx tram with people getting on board, and if we flick this one over, we'll see that it's a 1989 coin. Now the die mark on this particular coin, if I just zoom in on it, is an AA die mark, and I already have an AA die mark coin which is here, and when I purchased the second one I thought the die mark was different on it, but unfortunately it's not. So the first coin will not be going into the collection. This one will be going back on eBay and will be getting sold. So quite disappointing that. Another cock up from the old CoinSnatcher. So getting over that, the second coin that we have came in this blue Christmas card. Let this Christmas coin bring joy. And if we have a little look on this coin, we can see that this is a 1986 coin. Now we can see from the condition of that, it's lovely and shiny. It's got a really nice finish on it, and that's because this is a diamond proof coin, and a diamond proof coin is the equivalent of a Royal Mint proof coin. So it's 1986, and if we have a little look on the tray, we've got a space for it here, 1986 BB, and just beside that we have the same coin, but this is a standard coin, and this has the little AA die mark which is just down in front of the horse's head, just about here. You can just make out the 2 A's. So we can pop this little 1986 card round, and we can pop this coin into its little capsule where it's going to live forever. So we'll chuck this over to the side. We don't need it anymore, but we'll keep it anyway just in case. Pop it in the box with all the other odds and sods that I've collected over time. And the second coin that we have came in a nice little envelope as well. This one is dated 1991 and has some foreign writing on it, so could be German, could be Dutch, I'm not sure exactly, but I've taken it out of the packaging already, so I wasn't fumbling on the camera trying to get it out of the packaging. And this coin is a 1985 coin in very nice condition as well. I doubt this one has ever been in circulation. So if we go up to 1985 on the tray, we can see we have the same coin here, and if we zoom in on this, we can just see over in the left hand side the two little AA marks just under the wing here. So that's an AA die mark coin. Now if I pop this one into the capsule beside it, and we have a little zoom in on this, you can see the two AA die marks on this coin as well. So these two coins both have the same die mark. They're both AA, but the die marks are in different places. So with the first one, the A's are tucked up under the wing of the airplane, and on this one the die marks sit much lower down on the coin, and there's also quite a large space between the two A's. So really nice to get a coin that's AA die mark but different to the first AA die mark coin. So as with the other one, we'll take this packaging and we'll pop it over to the side because that's not required anymore. And then the third coin that we have to look at came in a nice little Christmas card like this. Only problem with these cards is because they're so old, they tend to fall apart quite easy. But happily that doesn't make a difference because I take them out of the card anyway. So you can see the finish on that coin. It's really nice. And I suppose bearing in mind this coin is 36 years old, 38 years old. It's in really nice condition. Just look at the proof finish on that coin. So if we go over to the tray and we have a look to see these coins, they start off just about here. And you'll see the little AA die mark over in the left hand side of that coin, and then the coin beside it is an AC die mark coin, and then the coin beside that is an AD die mark coin. That's quite a rare coin to get that with the AD die mark. So we can take this coin, we've got the little capsule ready for it. Let's pop that little piece of card around, and let's pop the 1984 BB die mark coin into the little space there. Fantastic stuff. Looks really good. It's a fantastic collection to do. If anybody out there collects 50p's, the Isle of Man Christmas 50p series is probably one of the best series you can collect. So as with the other coins, we don't need the packaging it came with, so we can pop that over to the side as well. And then the final coin that arrived was this one, which is the 1989 coin, which, as I say, unfortunately we have already, which is a shame. So that one's going on eBay. So 4 coins purchased tonight, but only 3 of them have gone into the collection. And if you fancy building up a collection of the Isle of Man coins, some of these coins are reasonably inexpensive, 15 to 20 pounds, and then you do have some that are phenomenally expensive. So the most expensive coin in this collection, and possibly one of the most expensive 50p's you could purchase, is this particular coin here. This is the 2008 Snowman coin. The mintage on this coin is unknown, and therefore it attracts quite a high price. And when I say quite a high price, you could expect to pay between 600 and 650 pounds for this coin. And then some of the other coins as well, you could easily pay over 100 pounds, 150, 200 pounds. So if you were trying to put a collection together like this, you'd probably need to be willing to spend somewhere in the region of £6,000 to £6,500. So the humble 50p suddenly becomes very expensive. It's just a real shame that they finished the collection in 2016 and there hasn't been any Isle of Man 50p's since then. But as these coins come up on eBay, I check the die marks, which is sometimes quite tricky to do depending on how good the photographs are on eBay. But if it's a die mark I need and it's not too expensive, then I will buy it and add it into the collection. And the whole point of this is to try and get every single coin with every single die mark available. And a good example of that is this 1981 coin here, which shows a sailing boat on it. If we have a little zoom in on that, the die mark is just over here on this little box. It's pretty hard to make out on the phone, but it's an AA die mark coin. And then beside that we have an AB Dimark 50p. And then beside that we have one of the rarest 50p's. These ones are like hen's teeth. If we have a little zoom in on this, this one has an HH Dimark. It's super rare. And then just by chance I happened to come across a second one. So we've got two of the HH Dimark coins in the collection. And then beside that one we have a BB Dimark coin, which is the diamond proof finish version of the coin. So it's a nicer finish than the standard bank coins. And then beside that you can just make out the little D on this coin, and the little D means that it's a silver proof coin. And then that is the full number at the minute that we have, but you have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different versions of the 1981 coin, and you have 10 different versions of the 1980 coin. And then lots of the other coins as well have lots of different Dimarks on them. I think this Model T Ford is a good example. So on this one you have a little AA Dimark, which is just nestling down in here. And then the coin beside that is an AB Dimark. The coin beside that is an AC Dimark. The coin next to that is a BB Dimark, a diamond proof one. And then the coin next to that has the D Dimark on it, so that's a silver proof coin. So when you get into this collection, and you can collect either one of each year, or you can sort of go a bit mental on it like I've done and try and collect all the different Dimarks. But a really good update for today: 3 new coins in the collection. One that I had already, unfortunately, which, as I say, will be going back on eBay and going up for sale. So keep an eye out on the channel. There's plenty more 50p's that should be arriving this week, and we'll do little video updates as they arrive. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video or like the coins, hit the thumbs up button as well. But for this video, that's it for now. Peace and love. CoinSnatcher out.